Kelly and Melissa. I really don't have any good way to start off this video. I loved your guys' videos. I look forward to more of them. Kelly, very good job on your Russian Butters challenge. It was very charismatic. And as far as my challenge that you gave me to sort Katniss Everdeen into one of the 4 Hogwarts houses, I've been putting that off and I've made several videos on trying to do it. My camera has shut off. I finally changed the batteries, but I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. We are going to use the sorting mug. Put in traits for each house whenever we find something that sums up Katniss. So, Gryffindor will use pennies. Slytherins will use screws. Ravenclaws will use pushpins. And Hufflepuffs will use candy. So, overall, Katniss, very Gryffindor-y, very bold, courageous, very proud. Slytherin also's got, they're proud in Slytherin. Not really in Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff so much. Let's see what else she's got. I already gave her 2 Gryffindors. She definitely jumps in with both feet when faced with a task. I would call that Gryffindor and kind of a Slytherin thing. A little bit Hufflepuff too. Let's see. As far as cleverness, I don't really see her. She doesn't really strike me as overly clever. Resourceful, definitely. So we'll give her Slytherin for that. Yeah, and cunning, not really. She actually disregards a lot of wisdom that is given to her, I think. She's definitely hardworking. We'll give her that. But other Hufflepuff traits, she's kind of bitter and abrasive, which is not very Hufflepuff. I mean, not that you can't have bitter and abrasive Hufflepuffs now and then. But anyway, the other things we have to consider is what traits she values, not just which ones she expresses. I think she values bravery, definitely. Probably values ambition a little bit too. She's not too ambitious, she's kind of just trying to survive, but I think in a way she admires that in other people. And once again, I don't really think she values wisdom too much, or really loyalty. She kind of can't really rely on loyalty because she's in the arena when people are trying to kill her. So, not really Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff so much, once again. What else? I guess the third thing we'd have to consider would be which house would bring out the best traits in her. I mean, at this point we kind of know it's gonna be a bit of a toss-up between Gryffindor and Slytherin. So, between those two, I feel like we could either lean towards should she bring out more ambition and her resourcefulness, or her bravery and honor. I'm not really sure. I'm kind of leaning towards Gryffindor. I think, yeah, it's the obvious choice, but maybe there's a reason for that. Anyway, let's see what the sorting mug says at this point. Let's get some numbers out here. So we have, I just dropped one. Hopefully I just dropped one. If my count is off, then you can roll back the video and count again, but I'm not going to do that. So, we have 4 Gryffindor pennies. We have 2 Hufflepuff candies. We have no Ravenclaw pushpins, and we have 4 Slytherin screws. So it's between Gryffindor and Slytherin. So this would call for my theory of opposites. I feel that Hufflepuff and Slytherin are kind of opposites in general, in that Slytherins are not very open and trusting and loyal so much, and Hufflepuffs are not really known for their ambition or cunning per se. On the other hand, Gryffindors and Ravenclaws, I feel like they're kind of opposites as well, in that when they're faced with a task, Gryffindor will just go for it, whereas Ravenclaws will stop and think it over and definitely consider all their options. So the lack of Ravenclaw makes me lean a little more towards Gryffindor. So I'm going to go with Gryffindor. Not very surprising, but there you have it, and that's my thought process. And that was a really hard video to make. I don't know why it was that hard. Special thanks to the sorting mug. Anyway, no challenge next week. And I know you have something planned, so I look forward to that. And see you then.